Distinguished laureates, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, this year's Eden Prize Summit calls attention to a very important notion, the idea that education is at a crossroads. And when we say at a crossroads, we mean that there is a great opportunity for change. Any crossroads presents opportunities by definition. And the opportunity here is to choose pathways towards brighter futures and or to stay stuck in a very complex situation backwards looking. And we know education can light the way. We know education is key to make this approach and encourage readiness to change. Conversations about the future of education are absolutely inseparable from conversation about other important topics that are, let's say, on top of the global agenda, from climate, technology, social protections, but also infrastructures that sustain life itself. And we also know that change is not simply about interdisciplinary support. Change is itself interdisciplinary. And that's why bringing together diverse perspectives is absolutely essential for approaching problems from multiple angles. And I think that the role of Eden Prize has been really very much through the years fostering creativity and innovation to imagine what the future looks like, which kind of alternative futures we can imagine in front of us. Now, almost obvious, but I wish to highlight the point. The world is placing enormous bets on intelligent machines, learning machines, with investment at a scale not seen for generations. Of course, I'm talking about AI, especially generative AI. I'm talking about the important balance between, let's say, an enthusiastic, open approach which doesn't necessarily take into account the risks which are behind implementation of technology in through education without ethical and human-centered approach, and a more, let's say, too protective approach, which is about banning devices, tools, and innovation from the landscape of education in the future. I think that UNESCO is the international organization that is really very much putting the finger in the middle of this tension. Our program, our examples, our chairs are very much bringing together university, policymakers, communities to make this conversation a very balanced one, and once again, always, at the service of learners, of teachers, of education community. And now our work on the implications of AI and technology for the future is very much focusing on this important point, having the best interest and well-being of students, teachers, and communities at the very center of any initiatives. And we see these qualities actually in the work of this year's edition, 2025 Eden Prize laureates. Let me congratulate, first of all, with the two of them. Professor Uri Wilensky's research is empowering learners worldwide to navigate complex system through accessible agent-based modeling. And it's very much important in this current situation. And Mamadou Amadouli is enabling children in the west region of Africa to learn in the languages they know. And this is evidence-based for sure, the best way to improve literacy and expanding educational opportunity. Because if you are taught in the language you know, in the language you understand, I would say more than this, in the language which allow you to express your feelings and your emotions since the very early childhood, learning outcomes are immensely better and stronger. So that's why I warmly congratulate your success in advancing research, in advancing development of new ideas and tools with such creativity and insight. And I wish really very much, last but not really the least, thank the IDAM Prize Foundation for highlighting these among so many powerful examples of leadership and change making. And I'm sure that the future of the prize and the alliance with UNESCO is even brighter and even much more needed than ever. I thank you very much.